Welcome to Miami, Florida for Who's Number 129. We got 11 matches total coming to you guys on this card. 4 of them on the undercard, 7 on the main card. Absolutely stacked all the way through. We got Jasmine Rocha taking on Adele Fornarino. We got Kit Dale versus Vagner Rocha in the main event. A 205 contenders match in Roberto Jimenez and Ryan Aitken. It's going to be absolutely stacked. You guys are going to want to watch all of this. But right now, we got the press conference for you guys. So I'm going to send it over to Alex Wendling to hear from all the athletes before tomorrow's big event.
Miami, Miami, Miami. Today we're going to be doing it a little bit different at the WNO 29 press conference. Up first, we have a lightweight battle with Tristan Sainz and Matias Jimenez. And they're ready to go. You'll see that we're face-to-face because we know us jiu-jitsu nerds, we hate eye contact. So now they're forced to have some eye contact. And this is a time that you guys have had before you faced off. Tristan, why do you think this rematch is going to look different or exactly the same?
I think it's going to look different just because I've been preparing very hard, very disciplined in my fight camp. And obviously, you know, everybody's going to say I want the submission, but really I just want to open up the best Who's Number 1 show. So I'm looking forward to it. And, yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting the win and just pushing forward, pushing the pace, and making it the fight of the night.
And you are kicking off the undercard, which is going to be live and free on YouTube. And this is the debut in Miami of WNO. How special is it for you?
It definitely is something special for sure. And I'm very blessed to just have that opportunity, especially with my family and my brother on the card as well. So I'm excited to go out there and perform.
Now, Matias, the last time I saw you, it was in Kazakhstan. And I was asking you, when are we going to see you on a big stage like that? And you said, my time is coming. Your time is now, brother.
It's now. It's now. Man, honestly, I'm on the same page with Tristan. I feel like we both are, as the opening, there's a mix of pressure and also not really much pressure because they don't expect much from the prelims, but it's going to be a show. You can expect a show and a scrap.
Yeah, you told me before this that this match has the potential to be the most exciting match of the night. What gives you that confidence?
My opponent. My opponent pushes the pace. I push the pace. We both have high-paced styles of jiu-jitsu. That's the only reason. There's nothing more to say than it's going to be a scrap for sure.
I thought you were going to say my opponent because it's going to be an easy walkover, but I guess not. Do you think that your opponent respects you?
Yeah, I feel like me and Matias, we have good respect for each other. Obviously, that respect goes out the window tomorrow, and, you know, it's just wartime.
All right.
But it's going to be fireworks, man. I want everybody to tune in. It's free on YouTube, and, you know, it's going to be the fight of the night. I 100% agree.
When I made the reference, it's insane in the membranes. Did you get it? Or are you too young?
I understand.
I
understand because of my dad. Shout out to Dad.
His dad let him know. Okay.
Yeah. He always showed me those like oldie songs. I don't listen to them, but I know them. You know.
Yeah, the classics. All right, buddy. Matias, when it comes to what you want to showcase, we have a lot of unity fighters as well. You guys are going to get to enjoy this experience as a team. What have you guys been working on in that basement in New York?
Honestly, everything. Mainly wrestling, just because my opponent is very good at wrestling. But I prepared for everything. Positional, a lot of positional. More than anything, the wrestling and just going for submissions off wrestling.
And now the most important question. Who has the better curls? Michael Sainz or Roberto Jimenez? You first.
Obviously I'm biased. That curly mullet is just something to adore, you know, and he's very known for it, you know. You just look at him and it's glorious, you know. So obviously I'm going to say my brother Michael Sainz, you know, those spring curls, it's just nothing like it, you know what I mean?
Matias, your answer now.
Shit, I don't know. I'm not going to lie. Roberto got a nice curl on him, but...
That is some brotherly love right there. When it comes to the narrative coming into this, some of the people might be saying, oh, this is the match for these brothers to kind of step out of their brothers' shadows. Do you guys feel like that is a true and accurate narrative? Or do you feel like you're already making your own space in this beautiful community jiu-jitsu that we have? Tristan, you first.
Honestly, I feel like in the past year I've grown as my own person, but it's a blessing and an honor to be, you know, looked at, you know, Michael Sainz' little brother. I know how much work we've put in, and it's like a blessing, you know, just to be called his shadow, whatever. I don't really care. I just know that people are going to enjoy watching me fight because I bring that. And, yeah, man, it's a blessing to be called his prodigy or, you know, his little brother.
I love that. Matthias?
Same here. I feel like me and Tristan are on the same page, and that's why they made this fight. Two really good competitors that come from two very good competitors as well, as brothers. So I feel like the match is going to be a definitely a great opener just because of that, just because of the, you know, the brotherly tension and for sure the jiu-jitsu itself.
Well, come tomorrow night, they're going to remind you of why to never forget their names. It is Matthias Jimenez, Tristan Sainz, kicking off the undercard for WNO 29. Up next, we have the middleweights, so stay tuned. Up next, we have the middleweight mayhem coming in. How are you guys doing, Linus?
Very good. Very good.
Andre
Doing
Porfirio,
great too. Doing great.
you're in the building. I know you made your debut on the first WNO card of all time, but this is going to be your second appearance. And you told me that making an appearance feels like you're just returning to where you belong.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be here once again. I was on the first ever Who's Number One card, and took 5 years to get back. So I'm really excited, and even more that being here in Miami, that is a city that I got to live for 6 years. Have a lot of friends of mine on the card as well. So coming back to Miami for that, it's just feeling like, have this feeling of home.
And across the table is your opponent, who is coached by Dima Muravani. You were the first German on a WNO card. How does that make you feel?
I think it's just the normal consequence of my efforts, but I'm obviously very proud to represent Germany here, and I'm looking forward to showcase that we are one of the best countries when it comes to jiu-jitsu.
And when it comes to the stylistic matchup, what do you think your advantage is over Andre?
I think I'm going to be the one on top, and I'm going to have gravity on my side. So it won't really matter that he missed weight, because I'm going to be heavier, because gravity helps me.
And did I hear that correctly? You missed weight.
We actually had a misunderstanding on the weight division. I thought it was 205, and then by the last day, they told me it was 185. And then I don't remember the last time I made 185 in my life, maybe when I was 15 years old. So I'm really glad Linus accepted the fight anyway. Like I told him, like, if he couldn't, if he didn't felt comfortable with that, would be fine as well. That I understand completely. But that's a true fighter, that's a warrior, and he accepted the match, and I'm sure we're going to give a show tomorrow.
Yeah, the show must go on. I'm happy it's definitely still happening. When you found out that you weren't going to make the weight, did this kind of shift anything for you? I mean, he just said that it's not going to play anything towards the fight. So is that something that you feel like, oh, you know, he should be a little bit more intimidated?
Not really, because the whole time I was thinking that my fight would be 205. So I was just planning on that. I actually had to cut to make 205. So 185 would be impossible. Like, I never fought on 185 in my life. That was just a misunderstanding. I had a conversation with Ricardo, and then we decided that we keep going with the fight, and Linus also accepted. But I've been fighting absolutes my whole life. I've been fighting heavier guys, lighter guys. Linus, I'm sure, already fought a bunch of absolutes. I think for us, don't actually matter. Like, we're just gonna go there and give a show.
And I know it must feel so great to be back in action. The last time I saw you was at PGF. You had to get over an injury. What are you feeling like now, physically?
I'm feeling really great. PGF, I ended up injuring my knee, and then I got a while off. Got a couple time to recover that, but that's why I took 6 months off to recover 100% and be able to be on the show ready to scrap and to give a good version of myself. So I feel great. I feel ready, feel complete. And I'm really excited for tomorrow. That's going to be a great match for sure.
And Andre has competed against some of the greatest competitors. What would a win against him mean to you?
Andre is just the next step in my effort to beat everybody in the 88 kilo division in ACC, which I will win ultimately. And he's just the first step in my way at Who's Number One and ADCC ultimately.
And if I force you guys to look eye to eye right now, would you say there's any element of fear that you sense in one another?
No, I don't feel any fear. I don't fear no other man. Like, can be here in my front of me, any man in this world, I'm never going to be feared. Especially in Jiu-Jitsu, that's something I've been doing since I'm 10 years old, competing every weekend. I'm actually going to leave straight from here to Abu Dhabi to compete with a bunch of monsters Friday. So that's what I do. That's what I love. This is where I feel home. So that's it.
Linus?
Yeah, I don't think he's afraid. I'm definitely not afraid. And tomorrow he will be afraid, though.
Well, I'm definitely afraid, and you guys should be afraid of watching at home for some bone-breaking action. They're going to be kicking it off for the middleweights on that undercard, live and free on YouTube. Thank you guys for playing along. We'll see you guys soon. And now for the first women's match of the evening tomorrow night, it'll be Amy Grant versus Jasmine Molina. This is a very special one. It'll be on the undercard. And Jasmine, you are going to be the youngest competitor to ever be on a WNO card, just 13 years old. How special is it for you?
It's amazing. It's like one of the best opportunities I could have had of this year. And I hope that I'm going to be able to come out here and impress all of you guys with my skills. That's my plan.
And Amy, you are representing 10th Planet Boca Raton. You are going to be on the WNO that is debuting in Miami. You're going to have a lot of SoFlo energy. So how are you feeling knowing that you're going to have a little bit of a hometown advantage with the SoFlo?
Oh, I'm pumped. Like, I can't. Can we curse or no?
Maybe not as much.
Okay. No, I'm super excited. It's an incredible opportunity to be here, especially for WNO's first, debut here in South Florida. So I'm really excited to be a part of it.
It's definitely going to be an amazing match. When you think about it stylistically, how would you break it down?
Well, I know Jocelyn's going to come in. She's got her energetic passing style, so I'm prepared for that. I've got a completely different style. I'm more of a pressure pass, that sort of thing. So the clash of two different styles is going to be really exciting, I think.
Jocelyn, what's your take?
I think she's right. I'm younger. I'm going to come in with more aggression. I'm going to come in with more fun almost for me. I come out there just fast-pacedness, trying to do everything, go, but still staying really technical. So I think that's the upper hand I have, but it'll be super fun. Because like you said, your pressure, to be nice, to be fun.
And just the fact that you guys are going to be on this undercard, one of the only women on this card, is such a big deal. I think it's going to bring the energy. What are you anticipating from the crowd when you guys enter the WNO mat?
I think everybody's going to be all eyes on us. I mean, obviously, we have a really unique dynamic with a bit of the age difference here. Obviously, being one of the only women on the undercard, I think it's going to be really exciting, and I'm just so excited to put on a show.
And it feels like it's all respect. I know we were told to say some crazy things before this press conference, but when you have a 13-year-old in the seat, you kind of back off that a little bit. I'm not trying to start too much trash talk here. But when it comes to this, and I know it's all smiles now, but when you guys hit the mats, I'm sure it'll get pretty serious.
Tomorrow, all bets are off. It doesn't matter. All respect to my opponent, but we're here to do a job. We're here to perform. We're here to do our best, and I think that's going to come out tomorrow, and we'll shake hands after, and all will be good.
Jocelyn, how are you able to flip that switch?
We're here to fight. We're not here to make friends. I'm here to showcase my skills and make sure what done gets done, and I need to get my name out there. So it's just really encouraging to me that I'm here to get a job done, and I'm here to win it.
Jasmine Molina is looking to get her name out there. But Amy, what would a win against her mean for you? Would that mean getting your name out there even more?
Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely, of course. I'm trying to just focus on my personal performance, putting together the things that I've been working on. Those personal wins for me would be huge. Obviously, coming off of a win against somebody who's such a great competitor, such a great grappler, it would mean a lot.
And now there's so much going on in the world of jiu-jitsu, but especially with women's jiu-jitsu. $100,000 is going to be the highest paying grappling tournament at CJI. When you look at that bracket, Jocelyn, is there anyone that you would ever see yourself going up against and thinking, I can take them?
I think in the future I might come across Helena a couple times because, I'm pretty sure we're the same weight class, but I don't watch people like that. I just go out there and fight whoever I can. So I think most likely Helena off the top of my head, from what I know.
And Amy, what is your instant reaction when you're hearing the stories of high payouts like that for women's grappling?
Oh, it's super inspiring, you know, women's empowerment in the sport, in a male-dominated sport. It's really exciting to see, like, all the changes that we're, you know, these opportunities that we're able to get. Being here is an opportunity, you know. There's not a lot of women here today. So, I mean, it's very important for the growth of the sport.
I'm so happy that you guys are part of this card. We cannot wait to see it tomorrow on the undercard, live and free at Jasmine Molina, Amy Grand. And up next, we got the tough Jake O'Driscoll versus Jay-Z Cavalcante. Up next, we have a Jay-Z Cavalcante versus Jake O'Driscoll in that middleweight division. Jake, it's a long travel. You're here with the squad, though. You got Kit Dale, you got your girl Adele, who's going to be competing in the co-main. What is it like knowing you have a little bit of some Aussie backup?
Yeah, it's really nice having the Aussies here with us. You know, obviously being able to travel with Adele is a dream come true. You know, getting to see the world and watch her compete. But now I get an opportunity myself against a legend. And you know, when I was coming up in the sport, Kit was the guy I looked up to. You know, I've known Kit for a very long time, so to share a card with him as well after all these years is again like a dream come true. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so thankful for Jay-Z for taking the match, and especially in his hometown. He didn't have to, and he did, so I'm really looking forward to it.
So you have your Aussie backup, and we got a backup over here as well, JC. Who's the partner with you right now?
Can't tell. It's on? Yeah, okay. He's my little man. He say my twin. No, I don't see it the same, but okay. Yes. If something happen, he can jump in. No problem. He's a beast too.
It's definitely so precious, and it's probably nice to be in your hometown, being able to compete with people who know who you are and will be getting the crowd crazy. So what is it like for you knowing that?
I love that. You know, that's why like one of the reasons I took the match, especially it's been a while. I was talking to Reed, was talking about it's long time coming to the who's number one, you know. So perfect timing. Down in Florida, at home, I don't have to travel. I have kids, you know. I have another baby that's at the daycare now, but he's in the vacation, so I don't have to travel, don't have to miss them. I still around and be competing in front of them. It's a big motivation for me, just to show them the way, you know, what I do, what I live, and that's it. You know, I love it here and have the opportunity of my team. You know, students coming to watch. There's opportunity. A lot of people never saw me fighting live, you know, and I brought a different energy. I love this, so it's fun, you know.
Definitely bringing a different type of energy. And for your fans out there that know you more for your MMA, what are you looking to showcase on a jiu-jitsu specific platform?
Just the pressure, you know, like the fighters always bring it up, you know, and I came that luta livre style. That's always like a pressure forward, you know, have heavy. And that's the game that we do, you know. I know Jake has a good background with the Adele. He's a coach for her, you know, so doing great stuff. All the Australians are tough as well. But Brazilians will have a lot of similarities, you know, but we're just better, bro. Sorry.
Wow, strong words. Brazilians just better than Aussies. I know that the leg lock game is such an iconic thing when we talk about Australians. Do you feel like that'll be weaponized come tomorrow night?
I mean, yeah, that's definitely, you know, where I want to take it. Jay-Z would know that. You know, I definitely don't want to wrestle with him, especially in front of his crowd. I think I'm going to probably get slammed on my head a little bit. But if we have to, we have to. But, I mean, it's just something that I think, you know, Kit, Craig, Lockie, all those guys, Adele's following suit now, have been able to really show the world. And, I mean, I'm very well-rounded, but Jay-Z's got his skills that he wants to put on. I've got mine that I want to put on, and that's why this is an exciting match, you know. Two of the older guys on the card. Kids, family men. It's actually my daughter's birthday tomorrow when we compete.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to her. She'll be watching this at home. So, you know, this is why I'm so excited. You know, he's a legend, like I already said, and I followed his MMA career, and now to get to test myself against him in front of his crowd, like what more could you ask for, really?
And what can you guarantee come fight night in terms of entertainment?
Yeah, I mean, you can't stand across from this man and not get entertainment. You know, you just have to go back and watch his career, and when has he ever been in a boring match, you know? So regardless of the result, that's what I want to bring, you know. I want to make sure that it's exciting. I want to make sure I'm coming to win. I didn't travel 30 hours to be a highlight reel for Jay-Z, but I also want to make sure that we have a good time, you know, show that next generation, show our kids the work that we do and why we do it, and, you know, set the opportunity for the main card to try and follow us. You know, a couple of these kids are saying that they're going to put on Fight of the Night. Well, don't count us old guys out either. You got Kitten and Vagner in the main event too, who are going to be exciting as well. Like, that's what we do.
And this match is going to be live and free on YouTube. We're currently in a state where being able to have as much exposure as possible is what's best for the sport. So from your perspective, what do you hope to showcase to maybe some BJJ casual fans who might come across your match on YouTube?
Like from the beginning to the end, you know, I always like to do the dance and coming out, you know, have that style, have that swag, have that vibe coming. When it comes on the mat, it's the same thing. You just switch the mode, you know, the fun mode to the attacking mode, and then put the pressure, like I said, like no. Most of the time I come to fight and I'm not going to be boring. You know, it doesn't matter. Win, lose, like he said, you know, we put it the show, put it the pressure, whatever it is, you know. I'm going to try to jump. I'm going to try to... He probably going to sit, but I'm not going to let me do the G-lock. But, okay, we're going to try something new.
We cannot wait to see it live and free on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for the time. And we're going to get on next with Natan Chueng versus Michael Sainz. Standing by for the welterweight that is going to go down on the main card exclusively on Flow Grappling. It is Michael Sainz, Natan Chueng. Hey, we've been practicing behind the scenes. Thank you guys so much for being here. Obviously, this is going to be a monumental card with WNO making their debut in Miami. Alpha Grappling Miami, a lot of hometown crowd energy. What is the feelings towards this event?
You know, it's awesome, you know, having my entire team here with me, my brothers, my family. So I'm really glad that I'm able to be in my hometown, you know, been born and raised here. So it's a very cool moment to be on WNO in Miami. So I'm very blessed and very grateful for this. It's an awesome opportunity.
Do you think the School of Unity is going to do a lot of raining on the parades of the South Florida residents here on Friday night?
Sorry to understand.
Do you think that the guys from Unity are going to really put a damper on all the people from South Florida that are there cheering on their Florida boys? Because there's a lot of matchups that you guys have against the Florida guys.
Yeah, yes, for sure. First of all, it's a big honor for me to be here, right? For compete who's number one. It's debut here in Miami also against like Michael. For sure, his family is doing very nice work job here, right? In Alpha Jiu-Jitsu. I'm so glad for compete here tomorrow and for sure my Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah.
And so you're feeling pretty confident that you're going to get this win?
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty confident also. I did my work with my team, right? To make Unity Jiu-Jitsu. I'm preparing myself. Yeah, I'm so confident for tomorrow, for putting my heart. Me, like in my opponents, for sure, I put a lot of pace, and he also, for sure, you shows the best Jiu-Jitsu for tomorrow. I'm ready for the war, yeah.
And the last time you were on WNO, it was your debut against Daniel Sattler. You got the nod, but do you feel like you really are just itching for a submission, a definitive win here?
100%. That's kind of like the goal right now. You know, the goal is to get the submission right, come out with a very dominant victory. Again, much respect to Natan, right? Natan?
Natan.
I'm excited for this match, you know, but I both know that when tomorrow comes, we're going to both try to kill each other. And after, it's going to be all love, but I think it's going to be a war, and I love that, and I'm excited for it, and I'm ready to just get this match going. But I'm ready to make my statement tomorrow, yes.
I feel like your style is so exciting. It's very rough and rowdy. So when it comes to the energy that will also be in the Mana Wynwood Convention Center, is that going to really build you up knowing that it's your hometown crowd?
Oh, man, it's going to fire me up. I got to calm down a little bit. I might get a little bit too excited. So I have to definitely, you know, contain myself and contain the excitement for afterwards. But, you know, I'm really excited. I'm really pumped up for this match. I think it's going to be a great match, guys. So really make sure you tune in and watch the main card, because me and Natan are going to go to war. I promise. I can promise this.
For sure, war. 15 minutes. 15 minutes only submission is perfect for me. I'm for sure put all my heart, put all my pace there. I'm so excited for that tomorrow. Yeah.
And I've seen in an interview that you feel like your jiu-jitsu has improved so much since joining Unity. Why do you feel that way?
Yeah, for sure, my jiu-jitsu improved in Unity, right? Since when I got there for last year, 2024, and now Nogi season, I trained a lot of Nogi since last year when I won like Panams. all the tournaments from BGF, but it's new for me because only submission, but this is my style. I look a lot of scramble, look for submission also, right? Because professional, like Murilo Santana is a legend for the sport. I learned a lot from him. Okay, all his knowledge, right? Like a lot of people help me, someone like Franco, Felipe, and also Roberto Jimenez. He's be here, right? He competed here tomorrow also. I train a lot with him. I'm so confident for this match against like Michael Sainz. We'll be ready. I'll be ready for the show tomorrow. Yeah, so confident for my fight. Yeah.
And a lot of people look at you as one of the scrappiest black belts out there.
Yeah.
What is it about your upbringing or who you were as a child that gives you that style as an athlete?
Yeah, for sure. It's big challenge for me, right? Because I'm so confident. I competed before, like different style, different people, different way also. Always when I have opportunity for competing who's number one, for sure. When I saw this guy, right, these young guys, but a lot of respect for Michael because I saw his match against like Daniel, like Fire. I love scramble also. Yeah, I love this, right? I love competing like the best guys in my division because I prepare myself about that. Always I pay the price. I do my 100% every single day, right? Because this is my life. This I love it to do. Like it doesn't matter the gi or no gi. Always like be ready for the war. Yeah.
Now, Michael, a lot of people are looking at this match as your toughest to date. What is your message to the haters out there that are saying this is a little bit out of your league?
You know, man, I just want to say I really, really do respect Natan, and I think he's a very seasoned opponent. I think he is probably one of the best black belts in gi and in no gi. You know, he won no gi pans last year in black belt. That's a really, really big competition, man. So I have a lot of respect for him. I'm not coming here on no high horse. I understand that he's a tough opponent. I've prepared well for him, and I'm very excited tomorrow to show my new skills and everything I've been working on with my brothers.
Okay, all right. Keeping it classy to the haters. No special message there. I like it. Michael, Sainz, Natan, Chueng, we cannot wait to see what you guys do tomorrow at WNO 29. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I like the watch. The watch is nice.
Hey. Thank you.
Up next, it is Igor Tanabe versus Roosevelt Sousa, your 2025 World Gi Champion. Quite the year you're having. What is it like to be able to bring that momentum onto this WNO stage?
I'm very happy, I feel like when I won this tournament, I feel like I'm a new version of myself. And I feel like I will bring the same performance out here, especially because this is my house. I live here in Miami, and I want to make my people proud, my family proud, my team proud. So that's going to be fun.
Fat Ninja. I love the nickname, although it doesn't seem so true. You look super in shape. When you look across and see your opponent, what are your thoughts? How do you beat this man?
Yeah, man, that's a good question. I think I'm just going to be able to
figure
figure
it out.
Yeah, I'm going to figure it out tomorrow.
And what does it feel like for you, your first BJJ super fight after many years?
Yeah, I'm so excited. To be honest, I wasn't expecting it to happen that fast as it did, right? I came back fighting jiu-jitsu last month in Asian Open, right? And I expected to fight a world champion, soon, but not right after that, So I'm so excited. I'm just very honored to be here.
And why is it that you wanted to focus more on jiu-jitsu versus all the MMA experience that you've had?
Actually, I didn't have a choice. I had to stop because of a disease I discovered in my brain while I was doing MMA. But to be honest, at first seemed it looked to be a bad thing, right? Because I was very focused, but in the end of the day, I just realized that was a God's plan, because even though I was doing MMA, I always felt, the passion with jiu-jitsu. I always watching words in those tournaments. I always wanted to be there, I always felt like I had something left on in the BJJ stage, So it seems to, it's like it looked like a bad thing, but in the end of the day, I'm just so happy to be here. I'm so grateful to God, you know.
Obviously, a lot of respect for mixed martial arts, but MMA versus BJJ, two completely different things. How much of an advantage do you feel like you have over your opponent?
Fun fact, before I answer that, like, Igor, he started training jiu-jitsu when he was like a little kid, and that's how he got his nickname. And I started training jiu-jitsu when I was 21 years old already. So I believe like he has way more skills than me, but I have like this drive, you know, of like pushing myself, and I have a very physical advantage. I believe so. My size advantage, and also I've been training with like Cyborg, Vagner, Rocha, which is in the card, the main fight of the night. And those guys also, they've been doing this for so long, and I got a little bit of that experience, you know, what to do, how to take the right decisions during the match, you know. But it's still exciting, you know, the match is still exciting, even fighting against a very tough opponent. And like him being a former MMA fighter, for me is I feel like it's natural for me because I've been training a lot with like UFC fighters. So for me, it's like it's going to be a lot of scrapping, but I'm ready for it.
Are there any particular holes in Roosevelt's game that you're looking to exploit?
I think like that is not a hole, but that's an advantage I have is like I think the speed, right? And that's what I'm gonna try to use, you know, against him.
Do you agree? Does he have a speed advantage?
I'm big, man. I'm very fast. I promise. It's just think about it. When I saw, this is the first time I met him in person, and I was like, for sure he's gonna try to push a pace. He's gonna try to be faster than me. But you know, like I'm used to it. I'm ready for it. So I've been training with a lot of guys like a same weight as him. I even got a Asian train partner to train with me just to get used to it.
Did you say Asian? Yeah. So you can visualize the fight. So, you got an Asian training partner.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm ready for whatever comes.
I had to put like two Japanese guys, one on top of the other, to have someone the same size as him in there.
Well, now we're going to have to do a speed test. We're going to cut the cameras, let them go race outside to figure out who's faster. And then also we're going to have to see some of these Asian training partners in the building, because if you do get the win, we're going to have to credit them. Thank you so much, Igor. Roosevelt, we cannot wait to see you in action at WNO 29.
Thank you.
And now a match that a lot of people are going to be looking forward to. It is Luccas Lira versus Yadimarco in that middleweight division. And you've been a busy guy. Saw you over there in Kazakhstan. Also competed against Ryan Aitken recently. So let's start with the Ryan Aitken match. What were some learning lessons that you took away from that match?
To move down to 185. That was the biggest. That was the biggest lesson. No, like my match with Ryan was an awesome match. I have a lot of respect for Ryan. It was a pleasure to fight him. You know, like he's been in a tier right now, like competing a lot and submitting a lot of the high-level guys in the sport. So it was awesome, and definitely a bunch of lessons. But it was cool to go against one of the best leg lockers in the world and not get leg locked and have a pretty competitive match with him. At the end of the match, I ended up on his back. I also have my good attempts there to sweep. I just felt that the size difference was a big thing in that match, in my match against Devonta as well. So I wanted to test it out, dropping weight and seeing how I would do in this new weight division.
So how was that process today? We did weigh-ins. Are you feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. You know, it wasn't hard at all. You know, I was even talking to my wife about it. Like, I feel like I can do 170 maybe, because 185 was easy. You know, I didn't have to go through any, like the hot tubs or like the sauna for like a long period of time. I just had to manipulate a little bit my food and my water intake. And besides that, it was smooth, and I'm feeling very good for this match tomorrow.
We always love to hear about a smooth weight cut. Now, Sean, you have earned your spot to be here. You did it at qualifiers for WNO, at finishers BJJ. So what is it like for you, the confidence that it brings, knowing that you've earned your spot on this WNO stage?
Well, yeah, I'm the only person here who had to win a qualifier to get here. So now my next job is to prove that I belong here. And that's exactly what I plan on doing.
How do you plan to execute the game plan against Luccas?
I'm down to just meet in the middle, Max Holloway style, and see who taps first.
Hey, I like that reference. I mean, coming off of a great UFC pay-per-view with Max Holloway, when you think about your style and what you want the audience to know you for, what do you want them to know?
Yeah, so that's a good question because usually I pull guard, Chueng is a guy it's a very good guard player as well. He plays very good top as well, has good wrestling. But the fights that I saw from him, he has good leg lockers, good leg locks and good arses as well. So I'm excited to see if he's going to stand with me, take him down, get him to bottom position because I'm very excited to showcase a little bit of my passing. That's what I've been working on lately at the gym. And I can't wait to be on top tomorrow. I just want to showcase the Jiu-Jitsu fans that I'm more than just a guard player and I can pass guard as well. So I'm hoping to pass his guard tomorrow and maybe pressure tap him, something like that.
And you would be doing it in front of all of your students. I'm sure a lot would be coming to support you, the Miami energy here. So when it comes for you, are you going to have anyone in the audience there for you specifically cheering you on?
I feel like, I don't need 100 people in the audience. I got my boy Kevon, my boy Gianni. I got my girlfriend here. That's all I need to scrap. I don't need 100 people. I feel good.
Do you feel like it adds a little bit of pressure being at home, or do you think it's more energizing to you?
Oh, it's way more energizing. No pressure at all. My students, they know me. Like, when they are there watching, I just want to put on a good show for them. It's just like a lesson for them. I like to kind of like give them a seminar of what I teach at the gym every day. So the moves that I teach, the guard passing stuff that I'm telling them over and over, when it comes here, I want to show them that it works against the highest level black belts. I fought Sean before, and it was a 6-minute match, sub only. And in a 6-minute match, I had never, I didn't know about him. And he had a very flexible guard. So in 6 minutes against a tough opponent, it's kind of hard to get something going on. Mm-hmm. We had good attempts and stuff like that, but I believe in 15 minutes I'll be able to wear him down and get him tired enough to be able to pass his guard and crush him.
Now, Sean, what did you learn in the 6 minutes against him?
In our last match, we went the distance. We probably had the best match of the night, and I'm here to do that again. I go against some of the best grapplers in the world every day and do 15, 20-minute rounds, so 15 minutes, I'm down to do it.
No drilling, though. No drilling, right?
A former driller. Now I do a lot of eco, so
yeah.
I former driller.
That's it.
And for you, you also have Gianni on this card, so being able to compete with a teammate as well, is that going to be something that is a little bit of support, morally at least?
Yeah, it feels good to see familiar faces here. I'm excited for his match as well. We're both out here to put on a show, and I'm here to show that I belong here.
When you want to prove that you belong here, is there a particular submission or something that you want to accomplish in particular for this match?
A magician doesn't reveal their best tricks, right? So I can't tell my opponent what I'm going to do. Combat strategy, and I'm here to win.
Touche. Well, tomorrow, Luccas Lira is going to bring the action against Sean Yadimarco. Thank you so much.
Yes, not the other way around. I'm bringing the action. That's it.
Yes, both of them are bringing
coming,
the
baby.
action.
Action's coming.
WNO 29. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
The lightweight match many people are going to be looking forward to. It is Gianni Grippo taking on Max Hanson, who is coming in on late notice. This fight was originally scheduled for Owen Jones. A little bit of issues there, but now...
Can I chime in on this, actually? I would just like to, just for the audience to understand. So, Owen Jones, you are a pussy for pulling out. This guy had a summer camp booked 2 days before the Who's Number One event in Spain. So he's basically chilling in Spain, fucking about. And the day after he pulls out, he likes to talk shit to Kenneth Duarte and Felipe Pena, guys who show up to competitions all the time saying he's going to tap them out. The guy can't even show up to fight a 155er. The dude has like 10 matches in his entire career. He needs to show up to one before he can actually talk shit. Just need to get that off my chest because I've got over like 200 matches in 2 years. I show up to every match. It's a pain in the ass just to get a ranked opponent at 155. So thank you, Gianni, for taking the match. I think that's sick. I respect anyone who can actually step up and fight. So I think it's a bitch move on his part, whatever his excuse may be. Dude's chilling in Spain, talking smack. I just think that's bitch made. But sorry for interrupting you.
No, woo! It's getting hot in here. It's literally steaming after that Max
between
Hanson
us. Another guy who's in another
monologue. When it comes to just being very blunt and straightforward, I feel like that's something that a lot of people appreciate about your persona. So, Max, when it comes to Gianni, it seems like it's all respect, but when it comes to fight night, what are you looking to do against Gianni?
It's not really a persona. It's just how I am. When it comes to Gianni, I've studied him for a very long time as a purple belt. I love watching matches. I've watched probably more footage than anyone in the sport. It's just I have a specific game plan of bringing like overwhelming pressure, breaking someone mentally and physically. I think that's like the purpose of jiu-jitsu. If you have someone who's very, very good, those top guys like Hodger Gracie and Gordon, when he was competing, you would see they would break guys over time in the top position. And this is what I plan to do.
Now, Gianni, when Flo originally broke the news that Owen was out and they were starting to ask who should be your opponent, and a lot of people were throwing his name out, why do you think a lot of people were throwing his name out as a good matchup against you?
Yeah, he's a good young opponent. He's coming up in the ranks really fast. He's someone that we've always kind of talked about having a match for a while in other organizations and stuff like that. His name has always popped up. So I think he was one of the first ones to come up because, as he says, he doesn't pull out of matches. He shows up to a lot of his events. So it was an easy match to make. We're both around the same weight most of the time, competing against a lot of the same guys. So it just seemed like an easy match to make happen.
So it's an easy match to make happen, but is it an easier match to win versus Owen Jones, or is Max harder?
This is mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was your mistake, brother. Owen was the easier match for sure.
Nah, I don't know. It's all different styles. It's just another guy who's looking to attack legs. They all got the same kind of style, in my opinion. I'm not worried about my opponent. It could be whoever, to be honest. I'm happy to be here. I am grateful for him for taking the match. I wanted to be here. I was upset when Owen pulled out because I was thinking there might have been a chance that I wouldn't be here right now. So I do appreciate Max for stepping up. But it's not about the opponent to me. I'm just happy to be here, give myself the opportunity to get to myself where I want to be.
And you've been on various other promotions, staying sharp. So why do you feel like you're 100% ready for this matchup and going to walk away with the win?
Because I believe I've competed against like all different types of competitors, everyone who's looking to do different things, has different styles. There's nothing at this point that really surprises me, so I feel comfortable taking any match at any time. At first, when people pull out of matches, they're like, oh, I don't want to do this match because it's a different guy, but I'm ready in game all the time.
Max, do you feel like you're potentially the best lightweight in the world?
I train with the best lightweight in the world. That's Dante Leon. I would say I'm number 2 right now, but I'm on my way. Honestly, I think most of the 155ers are kind of punks. They're a little bit... They're kind of pussies, bro. They don't take matches. There's a few of them I do respect. There's guys like DeAndre Corby, Gavin Corby, Pato. They fight very, very often. And then all these other guys, they're so afraid to fight each other. They don't want to risk their arbitrary ranking. So to all you 155ers, basically start fighting, man. Start fighting. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how many of the top guys. It was this weird thing. I very recently have come up into the top echelon after winning Pans. And I just kind of realized that all these guys I used to look up for are just kind of bitches. Like, they're not really the fighters that I wanted to be like. I wanted to be someone like a top black belt. Like, I wanted to break people. I wanted to be like them. And then I saw how they were in reality. And it was a very disappointing reality check for myself. So I kind of had to erase that fact of having heroes and all this stuff and try to be the athlete that thought I was looking up to. Like, I thought I was looking up to these guys. And when I'd meet them and I'd try to get matches with them, or hell, bro, you even say something slightly offensive to them, they'll slide in your DMs and start sending you paragraphs and essays. I won't name names. There's one dude in particular. I do want to name his name.
I'm curious, who is it?
Oh, fuck, dude. Should I? Okay. Bro.
Say it. Just
dude,
say
okay,
it.
All right.
You've already teased it.
Okay, dude, I made a slight comment to Keith Krikorian. Buddy was crying in my DMs for hours, bro. It was paragraph after paragraph. I couldn't even believe it. It was hilarious. But
that's interesting.
He's a nice guy. Yeah, he's a nice guy. Bro. But the thing is, he went into my DM. I publicly said it, so obviously I don't care if I would say it. I would say it to your face, bud. And then he went into the DMs, went crazy, started talking shit about other people privately in my Instagram DMs. So it's like, just say it openly if you're gonna say some shit, bro. it is what it is. I don't want to make this about Keith. It's about Gianni. He's my opponent. I'm focused on him. I'm not focused on all these other guys.
I don't know, man. You're talking about a lot of other guys here.
I got a lot of guys on my hit list, bro. I got a lot of guys on my hit list,
A lot
bro.
of dudes.
A lot of dudes on the mind, man.
Gianni.
Oh, pause.
Obviously, this match is going to be so exciting. What do you feel like is your responsibility as athletes to bring the action to make it entertaining?
Man, they're just both for us both to try to apply our games and do what we do best and just stay moving forward the whole time. I like what they were saying before, just continuing to move forward, not stalling, not backing up at any point during the match, whether we're looking to pass or whether we're playing guard or whether we're on our feet, just continue to move forward the whole time. You want to be here, you want to win. Of course, that's the goal, but you also want to be able to put on entertaining matches at the same time. That's what keeps you here for the long haul, I'd say, usually.
And I saw in an interview you're not one to trash talk and even would joke about having a ghost writer. But, we just had a moment here, a little subliminal, passive-aggressive comment. Is the heat heating up between you guys a little bit? Is this kind of what happens on fight week when it's, two lightweights, elite lightweights about to go head-to-head?
I know that's the thing to do, but I never felt like trash. I never need to trash talk someone or say anything bad just to try to hype up a match. If they feel like the need to do that to get themselves known and get themselves out there, that's fantastic. But I don't feel like I need to do that for people to know who I am. I put that in the performance, and that's fine. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And Max, you're great on the mic when you made that call out against Owen Jones just now. But what else do you have to say about your opponent this time, which is Gianni?
Essentially, I have nothing really to say to him. The guy isn't really my friend right now. We can be friends after. But to me, like he was saying, I never actually am trying to shit talk just to gain fame or value or any of this. I'm just being blunt. It's just how I feel, right? I'm kind of a shit disturber behind the scenes, so just kind of being myself up here. And yeah, I'm not gonna be like, fuck you, I don't like your haircut, dude, but it's just I'm here to fight you, bro.
Your hair looks stupid.
Yeah,
that's never right.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of
take it too far.
I'm kind of copying his mid part right now, so I can't really shit talk that. But yeah, before competitions, no one's really my friend, so I don't really care if I hurt their feelings or not. Afterwards, we can be friends, but before that, it's kind of like, fuck you. I'm trying to take what he's working for, and he's trying to take the same thing from me, right? I'm basically stealing from him if I beat him. If he beats me, he's stealing my dreams, right? So I don't want to be friends with anyone I'm fighting until afterwards, right? That's kind of how I feel about it. It's not so much to, get idiots in comments to be like, oh, he's talking shit, let me follow him. It's not like that. Not like that at all, no.
It's all very genuine and very warranted. This is a big match. So happy you stepped up on short notice. Gianni, we're excited for you to make your WNO debut. What is it like for you knowing that this is one of the biggest stage that you rightfully deserve to be on?
Yeah, I've been watching WNO since, the COVID days and when they first started. And I always have serious FOMO. I hate watching events. Most of the time, I hate to say it, sometimes I'll just tune out of events because I feel like I should be there. I've seen matches where I'm like, man, I deserve to be on that stage. I deserve that match where maybe that guy is, I'll get a little jealous sometimes, so I've always wanted, wherever the action is where I want to be. So to finally be able to make it happen, we've been going back and forth for maybe a couple of years now to try to get the right match going. We had one and then it fell through, and then thankfully Max stepped up as well to make it happen as well. So I appreciate that. It's cool to be here. I plan to stay here.
I feel like potentially down the line, like a 4-man, 8-man bracket with Owen Jones involved could be something very big with a big price tag. You guys are
there's a problem with that, though. There's a problem with that. The guy has to actually show up. That's the issue.
Yeah, what did he say? What did he say? Something about...
He hit us with that mic drop. Damn! Max Hanson, Gianni Grippo, they're going to be bringing the action. WNO 29, thank you guys for playing ball. It is going to be quite an electric night in the Mana Wynwood Convention Center. We'll see you guys there. And up next, we're going to have Roberto Jimenez versus Ryan Aitken up to the stage. standing by with Roberto Jimenez and Ryan Aitken, and they are having amazing runs. Last time I saw Roberto Jimenez, it was after a big Aigo win. Last time I saw you, PGF champ. So now we're coming to meet on this WNO 29 stage. Ryan, you said that this match would even be bigger than the championship against Pedro. Why do you feel this way?
Well, I've already beaten Pedro, so I know I can do that. I know I can beat Roberto, and I just have to prove that, and that's my plan for tomorrow. Also, this match has a lot more history to me. You know, me and Roberto go way back. We trained at Luccas Lepri's gym. Man, I would fly all the way out to Vegas to do some Vegas Opens in the gi, and I would train with Roberto. And to have it come full circle and us meet at the top of this mountain again, it's, you know, it feels like it's written, you know? So
it's quite surreal.
Yeah, so that's why this is the biggest match, like, of my career so far. And I've trained like that. I haven't had a drink. I haven't smoked weed. I haven't touched a thing. I've been very straight-laced for about 2 months now, and my team has been the same. They've been working really hard with me, and we're going to show up and show out tomorrow.
I definitely love. I think all three of us at the table are on the sober grind, just focused and ready to go. And you said, mentioning that this would be one of your bigger matches, but Roberto, you were coming off of one of the greatest wins against Giancarlo that also came with a big price tag as well. So when you're looking at this matchup, do you look at his match against Ryan Aitken as one of the biggest of your career?
First off, besides the fight, I want to say happy birthday or happy Earth Strong to His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie Jah Rastafari, conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. Birth date July 23rd of 1892. Beautiful story. So that's someone who's inspired me a lot with the David versus Goliath story. So I'm just thankful to do what I love and to have found something that I'm able to, you know, live a way of life that I can be satisfied and help my family. Not even mentioning anything material, just besides the material things. And it's true. Ryan and I used to train with Luccas. And one time Ryan did visit Las Vegas. But before Las Vegas, twice. Yeah, that's true. But before Las Vegas, I lived in Ecuador. My life was in Ecuador, and my first language is Español. And I'm very thankful to be performing in the area where I was born, in Pembroke Pines, Miami area. So, yeah, before even that, you know, before Vegas, we lived in Houston, Texas. And, yeah, I had to learn to adapt as a young kid, for sure, like not learning off the first couple of months. I didn't know English, so white boy, don't speak no English. It was different, but now I'm thankful for those difficulties because I got to see how you don't make excuses for anything in life. You know, my mom going full-time school and working, and my dad as well doing like bouncing, trainer as a 24-hour fitness trainer, training, jiu-jitsu, construction work, all at the same time. I was like, man, this guy's invincible. So, and he was already a master's back then. So, to me, it just put a work ethic that I had to match. If I have the opportunity not to work, and my work is jiu-jitsu, then I have to put the same work ethic that my dad was putting into us being able to have a house or an apartment, because both my parents were working back then. And yeah, we went through the basics like food stamps, McDonald's dollar menu, ramen cups every day. So that's why I'm like really focused on nutrition, because I saw how that food kind of changed my body from living in Ecuador and then moving to the U.S. So yeah, man, I'm just, overall, this is going to be a great experience. I want to put on great jiu-jitsu. I know we can put on great jiu-jitsu. And I'm thankful for this. So let's go out there and do some jiu-jitsu. Us.
And Ryan, I know one of the things that you've mentioned in your interviews is that you started at 15, you paid your way through everything, and you guys are kind of similar in that way, just not having anything handed to you. So in that sense, what is it about Roberto that you respect?
Okay, I can think all the way back to when I first met Roberto, and it's his ability to just have fun doing jiu-jitsu. It was something that I feel like I really took from training with Roberto, and I brought it back. I could think of a technique in particular that I remember just watching him have fun using, and it was like this double over knee slide. Like he'd push both the legs together and slide over both of them, right? It wasn't your traditional, knee slide. And so I picked up some things from Roberto when I first met him, and that was definitely the main thing, was this look at you're just having fun while you're training. I always just took it so seriously, and I still do that to this day. But I think a lot of people can see that in Roberto, that he's somebody that just has fun doing jiu-jitsu.
And Roberto, we can definitely feel it in your energy. It's such positive energy, and we were able to see that last time you were on the WNO stage with the 15-second submission. So how much of your energy do you feel like lives out through your jiu-jitsu?
Jiu-jitsu is art, so we're just expressing ourselves the way that with the skill that we've been given. A friend once put it, it's a focused fun. So that's how I see it. It's focused, fun. And, I'm not much to talk too much, but I just want to go out there.
Respect. Force you guys.
What about anime?
We have a lot of anime talk to get to. I didn't warn Roberto about this beforehand, but I do have to bring up some serious topics. Roberto, how does it make you feel that Ryan thinks he has a more sophisticated anime taste than you?
I don't know, because
shots fired for sure.
I've seen your Goku drug rug. All right, you're not hiding anything. That's a pretty bland taste.
It's not a what you called it. It's not that. It's not drugs. It's
a joke.
I know, but I don't take it too much as a joke.
What do you call that?
It's poncho, and it's from the Andes.
Okay.
We use it when it's cold, and But
when I was in high school, all the kids rocking those were just smoking a bunch of weed, and we called it a drug rug.
Yeah,
not a big deal.
It depends, what you want to do with it. But
poncho, cool.
Poncho,
Goku poncho.
Yeah.
Is Goku your favorite anime character?
For sure. You see, Goku's always eating and training and just being
simple.
Himself. Yeah, exactly.
I got you. Luffy kicks Goku's ass.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
I don't think anyone can beat
100%.
Goku. And even when Goku has had his slips, he always comes back stronger.
Same thing with Luffy, bro.
True, all of them. Goku, Naruto, Luffy, all are they can't stay down. They always get back up.
But Luffy looks better when he does it.
That's your opinion. I think Goku is the OG.
Well, there you have it.
Bullshit.
What?
No bullshit. Maybe some buffalo, but no bull.
What emotes are we going to get out there? I know you like to do some different theatrics. Do you have anything planned, or is it all surprise for WNO 29?
Well, Luffy's got to power up into gear 2, baby. I got one in the bank too. I'm ready to debut when I win. So you guys just stay tuned for that one.
And that'll be live on Flow Grappling. And before the main card, we're going to have the undercard, which is live and free on YouTube. Your brother's going to be on there. How do you feel about that?
Man, I'm really looking forward to being on the same card with my brother, with Natan. This card overall is really dope. A lot of people that have fought before, and it's going to be cool. Yeah.
There's 11 fighters from South Florida or around Florida. Do you feel like the guys from Unity are really going to shut down that South Florida energy and go 100% on the wins?
Man, we got to take it one step at a time, Some of the greats have always said, you can't predict everything. The fight is won before the fight, but anything can happen. So let's just show out there and see what happens.
When you think about this match in particular, how do you think you win it?
I remember catching Roberto in a Kimura back in the days at Luccas Laprise, so I'm going for a Kimura or a back take.
Damn,
and
we're
I'm gonna
bringing out
choke
the
him.
receipts. Okay. The training day receipts.
Back in the day, remember, training is not the same as fighting. So we just got to be there. Just go out and do the show.
How do you plan on adjusting to his chaotic style?
I was born in the darkness. I've been training my cardio nonstop for the last 2 months, ever since I knew this was a possibility. So, like Ricardo hit me up like a long time ago, and I knew that my name was like being thrown around for this. And immediately I was like, I got to get a head start on cardio again. Here we go, especially for Roberto, because I know that he relies on tiring out his opponents. I've heard him called a cardio machine before, so I've been on the cardio machines religiously leading up to this. I do not expect to get tired tomorrow.
The action will be brought Friday, July 25th. Thank you guys so much for the time. Up next, we have Adele Fornarino versus Jasmine Rocha, and I think things are going to get pretty heated, so stay tuned.
One love.
The co-main event of the evening, Adele Fornarino, two-time ADCC champ, AKA Daddy. And we also have Jasmine Rocha here, who's going to be coming in with the Miami crowd behind her, and she is wearing that mommy hat. And I'm sitting between them. Mommy and Daddy are fighting, guys, and I'm scared. I don't know what to do. But Jasmine, I'm going to start with you. What gave you the audacity to wear a mommy hat to the press conference?
Listen, mommy vibes are where it's at. I'm the Miami mommy. She's coming here to my hometown, and I got to show her what's up, In a mommy-daddy fight, we always know who wins.
What was your instant reaction when you saw that clip online?
Oh, look, it's like, I get that you look up to me. I know you want to be like me, and that's fine. It's okay. But like a Timu version of what Daddy is, like, you can try.
Timu, that's crazy, bro. You're like the Timu Caitlin Clark. Who are you talking about, Timu? Like, come on now. You know about Timu, don't you?
It's all right. It's all right. She tries. It's okay. Like, she wants to play with the big boys, and that's okay. We'll let her sit at our table, but, we'll put her back in her place soon.
Big boys. It's girls, mommy, hence the mommy. That's why we're not doing big boys.
Yeah, I was supposed to be here with my ladyboy hat, but Craig completely dropped the ball there. When it comes to this matchup stylistically, obviously we saw it at ADCC, but Adele, now you're taking it on at 135 instead of the lower weight. So why did you want to go up in weight? And I guess it's also partially because you get to enjoy your time more and eat a little bit.
100%. Like, I'm enjoying eating, but like I've been there, done that at 55 kilos, at 121. So I wanted to, try and challenge myself a little bit. We've had the match before, so I thought I'd give her a little bit more of an opportunity to eat what she wanted to eat and have a bit more fun with that. But I'm enjoying eating what I want to eat. I'm enjoying having a bit of fun, and I'm coming in to challenge myself. I don't see weight as a problem. I've never have. I don't think that weight plays a big part in proper jiu-jitsu fights. I don't think that weight plays a big part if you're a technical jiu-jitsu grappler and if you actually want to do jiu-jitsu. So whatever weight division is going to be, I'm happy to play at it.
So how is this rematch going to be different?
So that's an excellent question.
The
answer is it won't.
The answer is pretty simple. It's going to end with me submitting Daddy. Pretty simple. It's going to end very differently.
What have you been working on that gives you that confidence?
I don't know if I want to give her too much intel, I know she's probably banking on me telling her what I'm going to do to her tomorrow, but it's pretty simple. I'm just going to be relentless, do what I do best, and we're going to scrap it out here in Miami. We're going to fight.
When you guys look into each other's eyes, Jasmine, do you feel like Adele respects you?
No, I think there's a ton of mutual respect. There's no doubt about it, Shit talk's cool, banter's cool, but at the end of the day, we both keep it classy. We both have a lot of respect for each other, and at the end of the day, we both have the same goals and mindset. We're trying to accomplish the same things, so there's nothing but but mutual respect. But at the end of the day, we're still fighting.
Still fighting indeed. And Adele, you've had quite the year, and you're even going to be competing again in August. So why is it was part of the reason that you took this at a higher weight, because you're going to have to start getting used to that bigger weight in August as well?
Yeah, 100% that played into it. Like making sure that I don't need to cut weight in the next however many months is going to be really important. Making sure that I'm trying to build on my weight, trying to get bigger as much as I can. We're not going to push it. We're not going to put silly weight on. Everything's kind of structured and everything's professional, but part of taking this match at 135 weight division was trying to get bigger and trying to get more comfortable with bigger girls. But like I said before, like weight doesn't scare me. Like I'm not too fussed about what the weight division is. I back my technique, I back my jiu-jitsu, and that's where the match is going to play.
And when it comes to the iconic name of Daddy, obviously, it's not to put down like woman in any way, kind of like how the clip was.
Absolutely
but can
not.
you kind of give your stance on that reaction?
Daddy has nothing to do with putting down anyone for that matter. Daddy is just a mindset. Daddy is about being, strong and dominant and alpha, and that there's no gender to Daddy. Daddy is just a mentality. Daddy is, for lack of a better term, like persona that you can put on when you're out on the mat, claiming ownership of what somebody else is trying to take from you. She's trying to take a win from me. I'm not going to let her take it from me. So I'm going to come in with that daddy energy, and I'm going to put her in her place.
How do you feel about that, knowing that there's going to be a lot of people in Miami rooting for you? Does that add pressure, or does that energize you?
I think that adds pressure to her. I have my town here cheering for me. I think I sold the most tickets here at Who's Number One, and I'm going to have everybody here loud and proud cheering me on, and I can't wait to put Daddy in her place.
End of the day, everybody's here to watch us. Let's be real. Everybody's
right.
here
At the end of the day, everybody's here to watch us. That's all that matters. Eyes on us. They should have put us as the main event.
I agree. But
hey, listen, it is what it is. We'll do the next one.
It is the co-main event, but definitely headliner worthy. What is it like for you? You also have your coach here who's going to be on the card, and then Kit Dale, who's headlining.
I'm super excited to see all the Aussies on this card. Like we're everywhere, and we're dominant, and we're going to put on amazing performances like we have in the past. To have Jake O'Driscoll on this card is extra special for me, because he is a fantastic coach, but now we get to actually show him as an athlete and how technical he is as an athlete. So I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very proud to see him on that stage. And, I grew up watching Kit, so seeing him back on the stage, back ready to show some Australian-style jiu-jitsu. He was beating the shit out of everybody back in the day. He took his hiatus, and now he's back to show everybody that he can still beat the shit out of everybody. So I'm excited.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, honestly. Jake is fighting one of my teammates, so after he loses, the downward train is going to continue, and he goes to coach Adele, and then she's going to lose, and then after she loses, the next Aussie is going to go down. So, guys, this is the downfall of the Aussie.
How does your dad get it done against Kit?
However he wants, honestly. Like, Kit Dale's been worried about singing songs and stuff, so I'm not even stressed about my dad. I don't think I'm going to coach him. I'm just going to sit there and watch.
Well, there you have it. I do want to get your guys' perspective as such big figures for women in jiu-jitsu. What is your greatest mission at this point as an athlete?
I think both of us have the same mission. It's to grow jiu-jitsu, grow women's jiu-jitsu, and make a lot of money so we can retire by 35.
No, like Jasmine said very, very well. We want to grow the sport. We want to grow women in the sport. We want to put more women in, high positions in this sport, so we want to make sure that we're headlining events, and I think we want to make sure that we're getting paid. Like we bring in audience. Like I don't know where this debate is coming from about nobody watches female jiu-jitsu. That's a load of horse shit. There are eyes on us. I think we have the most views on most of the reels that are through Flow Grappling.
Man, all the eyes are on us right now.
Everybody's watching this event for us, so we deserve to get paid for it, and that's what we're going to continue to do, so that the next generation can get paid, and then the generation after that, can just do jiu-jitsu for their entire life, and that's exciting to me.
We're paving the way.
Exactly. The narrative that women don't move the needle is an outdated narrative. Get over it, people. Mommy, daddy in the building, and tomorrow they're going to be bringing the action at WNO 29, and up next we have your headliner, Kit Dale versus Vagner Rocha coming up.
Let's go.
And finally, the moment you guys have all been waiting for, Kit Dale here, Vagner Rocha to my left. The energy's heated after quite a few different interviews that we've had. But I'm very curious, Vagner, because I saw in an interview your mentality when it comes to opponents. You don't train for a particular opponent. You just focus on what you're going to do. But when you look across the table into the eyes of Kit Dale, what do you see?
I see a very talented man. He impressed me tremendously over the course of this promo for this fight. Not by his training, because I saw the videos he was making of himself training, but his ability to be an entertainer. I knew he worked a little bit in showbiz, but the singing and the talking about what he's planning and the things, it made me go, oh man, this is poetic. This is really good. And I wasn't a fan before, and I became a fan. Usually, I feel like the Aussies' jokes are not kind of funny, but you did a great job, and I gotta give you credit on that. I was impressed. My wife was like, man, he's really good at singing. I'm like, yeah. She's like, what is he doing in jiu-jitsu? Why is he here? I'm like, oh, he's good at both things. So I guess we're gonna test that tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I saw a comment, Jasmine saying that your singing is better than your jiu-jitsu.
Jazz.
How does that feel? Jasmine in the corner over here, like.
I don't think that's a compliment at all to get started. But I just wanted to prepare myself because, Vagner is, I've been a fan of Vagner for a long time, back in the Abu Dhabi Pro days, and he's incredibly smart. I mean, look at that head, the size of that head. You don't put a small engine in a chassis like that. He knows what he's doing, and he's most likely going to destroy me tomorrow. So I want to make sure that I got a career set for afterwards, and we're going to actually start a band. I'm going to ask Vagner if he wants to be in there playing the tambourine, and we'll get Jasmine on the glockenspiel, and we're good, I think.
Now, Kit, how do you feel about going up against a guy that wakes up every morning, makes spinach, eggs, and oatmeal, and puts it all in the same bowl, and then just eats it like that's normal?
What I witnessed on that day in the life of Wagner Rocha was an absolute abomination. I don't know how any human can put that in their body.
On a daily basis.
It looked like nuclear moose shit, to be honest with you. But it also terrified me because a man that can devour that, I mean, imagine what he can do to someone like me. And that really scares me. So as much as it was, made me vomit on my sweater, I was also terrified.
So we just mentioned that your breakfast habits have him terrified, but when you watched his performance against Xande Ribeiro, was there anything about Kit Dale's style that terrified you, Wagner?
No, I mean, I've been doing jiu-jitsu too long, and I've been in many fights, MMA fights, so jiu-jitsu doesn't even scare me. What it does is present a ability for me to start piecing things together, and I was challenged by watching him fight. It made me feel like he was a mirror of myself. I was watching him and going, oh, he does some very similar things that I do. Very tactical, subtle attacks that I'm like, oh, that's exactly how I fight. And then I started thinking, I was like, oh yeah, he's old and he's strong and he's practical and he's trying to train jiu-jitsu for the rest of his life. So he knows what he's supposed to do. He's not wasting a bunch of energy, exploding, doing cartwheels, and he's tactical. And when I watched it, I was like, oh, okay, I like this. And it interested me big time. And I was like, I was the one to message Ricardo. I was like, hey, how about me and Kit Dale? Because, we're the same age. We've been in the game for the same amount of time, and we never fought each other. And he's here again, back to work. So put me in there with him in Miami, which is going to be a opportunity for us to both get another guy close to our age has similar goals. So.
And Kit, we've heard Jake O'Driscoll today say that you were one of the competitors that he looked up to when he was in Australia. And we've even heard Craig Jones go on podcast saying that you were the guy that would beat up him in Lachlan. So now that you're on the big stage and people may not have respect for your name, do you feel like having these opportunities with WNO, getting big wins over guys like Xande Ribeiro, reminds people of why people should respect you and your game?
I think with the Xande match was a very, good matchup for me. I think it kind of made me look a lot better than what I really am. And I think we're going to find that out tomorrow night. I'm just glad to be able to, compete again and actually get a chance to headline cards against such amazing competitors. I don't, I did a lot of studying on this, and it's really nice that Craig admitted that I used to beat him up. I still would, but he keeps avoiding me. But I think it's and Craig just, Craig wasn't that funny when we first started either. I used to coach him a lot of the humor and stuff, but it's not about Craig. I did a lot of homework for this match, and I watched a lot of Vagner, and I told him I probably shouldn't have because it gave me a lot of anxiety. But he has a great style, and I agree with him. I think stylistically it's good because it's a clash, and we both kind of want the same things. And a lot of the things that he was doing, I really liked. I felt like I learnt more from watching his matches for my training than what I was in finding any kind of solution to what he's doing. So I'm super excited to feel what it's like to have Wagner's hands on me. I mean, he's got really big hands. It looks like you literally got bitten by a monkey as a kid, and that was like the superpower you got was in your forearms and arms and hands. It was like grabbing a bunch of bananas when we shook hands before. And I'm actually terrified to feel them on me. I see like he's going to snap me down through the mats. So, but I'm excited about that.
Do you feel like he's playing a little bit of mind games with you?
No, he's doing exactly what I do to everybody. I'm very nice off the mat, and all the competitors here will tell you, I'm a genuinely kind person. Everybody's got this huge impression of that I'm this mean guy on the mat, but in reality, I'm the nicest person off the mat. And when I'm off the mat, I'm this person because this is who I am. But when I'm fighting, it's a whole other person. I go into this mindset that I'm like, hey, this guy's here to beat me. He's here to take what's mine. And that ain't happening. And then I go into, I'm going to kill you mode. And then usually people go, wow, this guy's mean. He's rude. He's wrong. And then I get this bad rep. I'm like the villain in most
You're
matches.
misunderstood.
Yeah, I'm completely misunderstood. Because in reality is when there's no rules in love and war. And we're in war. Right now, me and him, we're not at war. Right now, I respect him, who he is. When I step on the mat, we're going to shake hands. And I'm going to do whatever it takes that's in the rules to beat him. And I'm going to get it done by doing what I need to do. So, and I'm okay with that too. He's going to bring it. I'm going to laugh it off, and we're going to have a conversation in the middle of it sometime and be like, hey, that was good. That was bad. This sucks. This is not fun. Whatever that is, one of us is going to be in that end of the boat because I feel it because we're that kind of person. But again, like I said, the way he talks to me and the way I'm receptive. This is normal. For me, that's actually what I do to people here all the time. And I'm like, I'm telling you, it's a mirror of myself a little bit,
When the main event, Bright Lights Shine, tomorrow night, what can fans expect, Kit?
Pale complexion, me squinting a little bit, maybe. I think we're going to see the best version of Vagner and a reasonable version of me, I think. And I think there's going to be... a lot of people in the stands, and there's going to be mats as well down there, and some music sometimes. I think it's going to be really good. I'm feeling really good. I'm really confident about this match. But you're gonna see a lot. You're gonna see the takedowns, some jiu-jitsu probably. But in all seriousness, it's going to be good. Yeah.
Are you okay? You're shaking a bit. Do you want me to get you? Oh wait, you have water there. I guess.
I do this when I get confident.
Okay.
I get super confident. I get the kind of tremors a little bit, but I'm really excited about this. Did he say he was going to kill me?
He did a few times behind the scenes.
Help. He said he was going to go to jail. He said that in his video. Didn't he say that there was somebody who was going to go to jail and he was going to go to jail?
Somebody did go to jail today. It was me at the Miami airport.
I'm going to jail because of the knives they're giving us, and I'm going to get caught holding one. I'm not going to. I'm the same as Vagner. When we get on there, I switch.
He does.
And
this is all an act, and he's amazing. And I genuinely appreciate his composure because like I said, I really believe we're a mirror. And I watched him fight. I watched him fight a bunch of fights at the CGI trials over in Australia, and it's all an act. It's all smile, and then he shake hands, and he's throwing people into doors and into the walls. He's a savage, so he's gonna bring savageness, and he's just gonna meet another savage like him tomorrow.
Did you really go up to him and say, if you had one opportunity, would you let it slip?
That is true.
It changed my life.
This co-main event features your daughter. I feel like anytime the Vagners compete, it's like a family affair, the Rochas. So what is it going to be like for you? You're headlining, and then you also are going to have your daughter as a co-main. Is that going to be hard to balance?
It isn't the first time we've done this. I've headlined cards before, and Jasmine and Achilles have been on the card, so this isn't the first time. But it is always hard to do it. I'm excited for her. She's spent a lot of time off the mat without competing, and she's become a different person since her last competitions. And I'm excited to see her go out there and put the work that she's doing. She's works really hard to get better, and she puts in the dedication that's necessary. And I watch her and my son, they do it, and it's impressive because I'm like, man, how did I translate so much love in one thing to both of them? And I didn't do it by words. I showed them by actions. Like I said, you guys seen on that day in my life. It's like if I go into, I'm only going to train because I got to fight Kit, then I'm never going to train when I don't have a match. No, I'm going to train all the time because training is my life, and that's what we do. And I explained that to them as they were little, and I always said jiu-jitsu isn't a sport. Jiu-jitsu is a skill, and they need that skill in their life. Whether you're going to do something else with your life, you're going to be an actor, you're going to be a doctor, you have that skill in your mind that you're confident in yourself, So thank God they're able to generate this and love it and make a life out of it, and we're all living the same boat,
It's definitely a touching story, the Rocha family. Kit, is there anything in your life that you love as much as like the love of a kid, or are you kind of just a little empty? Or
No, I have family. Like we're kind of like a mirror, but in that sense, but like an opposite mirror, because like you have such a great family, and I see what you've done, and it's amazing. And with your children, and my son Craig, is kind of the opposite. Like, he stole a lot of stuff from me. I was never safe around him.
Drug dealer.
100%. And so it's really good to see like what can happen with proper parenting, and that's probably where I failed.
Didn't beat him enough.
I don't think I showed him enough love, to be honest with you.
Maybe that too.
Or maybe too much. But I think it's great, and if I was spending more time here, I would definitely try and come and have like a family meal. Not that breakfast stuff that you were having, but
It's
like
okay, I'd make you something else. This is the only thing I do in my house. My wife cooks everything else. I make breakfast.
Oh, really?
I got breakfast.
All right, so we skip breakfast, but I would love that if I had more time here, and hopefully one day I get to come back and
always welcome
and do it if I'm not dead by the end of this match. But yeah, it's beautiful to see that. It really is.
Well, it's very interesting to see that Kit Dale claims fatherhood over the problem child of jiu-jitsu, Craig Jones, who is going to be in the building, Mana Wynwood Convention Center for WNO 29. And there's also some other heavy hitters that are going to be in the crowd as well.
You got to say that Kit is the father of Australian jiu-jitsu, no? I mean, he was the first Australian I ever saw that was good. I don't remember any other one before you.
There is none.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Just me.
Yeah.
I think. Craig's here?
He's supposed to be coming.
Oh.
We're all scared. Guys, tune in exclusively on Flow Grappling. Kit Dale, Vagner, Rocha in your main event, WNO 29, Friday, July 25th. We'll see you there.
Let's go.